Welcome to the Meka Reading Podcast. Here, we turn books into tools for personal and professional growth. I am Morgan Housel, your host for this episode. Today's episode is a chapter-by-chapter summary of The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. We've already done a light version covering chapters 1 to 10. This is part 2, summarizing chapters 11 to 20. By the end of this summary, you will understand why this book matters and why it's a must-read for you. If you enjoy content like this, don't forget to subscribe to the Meka Reading Podcast so you never miss an episode that helps you grow. Among all the financial intelligence books, this one is unique. Most books about money talk about what to do. Budget this, invest in that, avoid this debt, buy that stock. But the psychology of money takes a different path. It's not about numbers, it's about behavior. Because how you manage money has less to do with IQ and more to do with your emotions, your background, your fears, your beliefs. Morgan Housel says it beautifully. Doing well with money has little to do with how smart you are and a lot to do with how you behave. This book teaches you how to behave wisely with money, even when life is uncertain, even when people around you are doing the most, even when your income is limited. And that's why it hits home for us in Ghana. Let's get into it, chapter by chapter. Reasonable is greater than rational. Aiming to be mostly reasonable works better than trying to be coldly rational. Financial decisions aren't math problems. They are emotional choices shaped by your personality, family, and fears. Sometimes it's wiser to make a reasonable decision that fits your lifestyle than a mathematically perfect one that makes you anxious. For example, Nana has an option to invest 10,000 Ghana cedis into a stock fund with high returns, but instead pays off his rent 2 years in advance. His friends call him silly. It's not optimal. But for Nana, peace of mind, reduced pressure, and no landlord stress is worth more than the potential extra profit. Don't chase perfection. Chase peace. If a decision fits your life, values, and helps you sleep better, it's a good decision. Chapter 12. Surprise. History is the study of surprising events. We tend to look at history like it's predictable, but the most important events, the ones that shape our lives, are almost always surprises. So, if we are building plans based on the past alone, we are likely unprepared for the future. Take for example, no one predicted COVID-19, lockdowns, or the economic turmoil that followed. Entrepreneurs with only one stream of income, like physical-only shops, suffered most. Those who had savings, side gigs, or digital platforms adapted and survived. Expect to be surprised. Build flexibility into your finances. Don't overplan for a perfect future. Leave room for the unknown. Chapter 13. Room for error. The most important part of every plan is planning on your plan not going according to plan. Now this sounds confusing. We all love certainty. Financial plans, fixed budgets, investment goals. But life doesn't follow our neat predictions. That's why you need room for error, a buffer. It's not pessimism, it's realism. Example, Kojo earns 3,000 Ghana cedis monthly and spends 2,950 every month. Just one unexpected event, it could be a hospital bill, power outage needing generator fuel, or a funeral donation, and his entire month collapses. Meanwhile, Ekua lives on 2,000 Ghana cedis, saves 500 cedis, and has a 500 buffer. When things go wrong, she adjusts without panic. Your budget shouldn't operate 100% capacity. Always leave slack. Build a cushion in your finances, your plans, and your life, because life won't ask for permission before shaking your budget. Chapter 14. You will change. Long-term planning is hard because people's goals and desires change over time. One of the biggest mistakes in money planning is assuming you will always want what you want right now. But as we grow, change careers, marry, have kids, or discover new passions, our priorities shift. Your plans should be flexible enough to evolve with you. Another example. At 23, Kweku's dream is to japa to the UK. He saves aggressively, skips enjoyment, and says no to every opportunity that doesn't point abroad. By 31, after starting a family and mentoring young people, he realizes he loves Ghana. His new dream is to build a learning center in Koforidua. If all his savings had been locked in a visa plan, he'd have missed this purpose. Don't lock your future self into your current self's goals. Plan, yes, but stay open to pivoting. Leave room to evolve. Chapter 15. Nothing is free. Everything has a price, but not all prices appear on a label. We often want the benefit of wealth, freedom, returns, opportunities, without paying the hidden prices, which include stress, patience, uncertainty, delayed gratification. But like any valuable thing, money has a cost. We just don't always recognize it. Akos want to run a successful bakery. The cost isn't just flour and rent. It's waking up at 4 a.m., dealing with moody customers, sometimes taking losses when bread doesn't sell. That's the real price. When others only see her Instagram photos of baked goods and assume it's easy, they don't see what she paid. Stop looking for easy money. There is always a cost. Time, risk, effort, sleep. If you are willing to pay that price, great. If not, don't complain about not getting the reward. Chapter 16. You and me. Beware taking financial clues from people playing a different game than you. This chapter is a major wake-up call. We often take advice, copy habits, and feel pressured to perform financially based on what we see others doing. But people are playing different financial games. Some are investing long-term, others are trading short-term. Some are building security, others are chasing luxury. Jibodi is saving steadily to build her retirement home in Takrady. Her friend, Kojo, is making quick money trading crypto. One day, he tells her, "You are too slow. Your money is sleeping." Tempted, she pulls out her investment to try his method and loses half of it during a market crash. She was playing the long game. He was playing the short one. Know what game you are playing and protect your strategy. If your goal is long-term security, don't take advice from someone chasing quick thrills. Chapter 17. The Seduction of Pessimism. Pessimism sounds smarter, but optimism is usually more accurate. Humans are wired to focus on danger. It's a survival instinct. That's why we take bad news more seriously than good news. But while crises are loud, progress is quiet. Long term, most things improve, slowly but surely. From fuel price hikes to currency drops in Ghana earlier this year, every headline screams doom. But in the background, Ghana has improved in many ways. More students are graduating. More entrepreneurs are online. More tech hubs are emerging. But fear gets more likes and retweets. Stay informed, but don't be consumed by negative noise. It's okay to plan cautiously, but live optimistically. Most of life moves forward even if news says otherwise. Chapter 18. When you believe anything. Everyone has an incomplete view of the world, but we still build complete narratives to make sense of it. We crave stories, especially when it comes to money. We are drawn to narratives that make us feel good or hopeful, even when those stories aren't backed by facts. That's why scams work. That's why trends go viral. Do you remember Men's Gold? Their story was perfect. Double your money, no risk, VIP style. It was told so confidently that even educated people ignored warning signs. Because the story felt true, even when the numbers didn't. Don't let your desire for success cloud your ability to ask questions. If a financial opportunity sounds too perfect, step back. Ask, what's the actual evidence here? Chapter 19. All together now. Every bit of financial wisdom in this book only works if you understand that personal finance is personal. In this chapter, Morgan Housel doesn't introduce a new idea. Instead, he brings all lessons together into one final reflection. Wealth is not built by one perfect principle, but by combining a few simple behaviors, practiced consistently over time. Things like saving consistently, even if it's small, being patient, avoiding lifestyle pressure, staying humble during wins, being cautious when others are greedy. These aren't fancy tactics, they are character traits. Essie, a teacher, doesn't earn much, but she saves 200 Ghana cedis a month, avoids unnecessary fashion trends, lives in a modest apartment, and resists pressure to buy the latest iPhone. After 15 years, she owns land, is sponsoring her siblings through university, and has peace of mind. She didn't do anything flashy, she just lived wisely. There is no secret formula. There is just quiet consistency. Financial success is about what you do repeatedly, not what you know occasionally. Chapter 20. Confessions. I'm not trying to be rational. I'm trying to be reasonable. In this final chapter, Housel shares his personal philosophy. He is not trying to beat the market, be the richest, or impress anyone. He invests simply, saves more than he needs, and prioritizes peace of mind. He does what makes sense for him. not what looks smart to others. So let's cite an example to cover this one. Kwabena owns a small provision shop in Sunyani. His friends push him to expand quickly. Take a loan. Open 2 more branches, they say. But Kwabena knows his pace. He prefers sleeping well to growing fast. He closes shop early to spend time with his family. His finances are clean. He has no stress. That's his definition of wealth. Here is the key takeaway. You don't owe anyone a flashy life. If your money habits give you freedom, peace, and contentment, you are already rich. Define wealth in a way that honors your values. And that's a wrap up on the psychology of money. Let's recap quickly. Your past shapes your behavior. Understand it. Luck and risk are real. Stay humble. Define what is enough for you. Save. Stay in the game. Be patient. Use money to buy freedom, not validation. Know your game and play it your way. Now, this isn't a book about how to get rich quick. It's a book about how to stay sane, peaceful, and consistent with money, especially in a world full of pressure. Thank you for joining me on the Meka Reading Podcast. If this helped you, please share. Let's grow together. If you love what we do, consider supporting us. As low as 20 cedis per month, you keep this podcast and our reading community alive. As a thank you, you have full access to our digital library and also entry into our reading community on WhatsApp. If you want to support, send a WhatsApp message to 050-229-3709. I am Morgan Housel. Until next time, read with purpose and grow with intention. I'm out.